Hi crafters, Karen here, and in today's video, it's all about another sheetload of cards. Welcome to the July 2024 sheetload of cards created and designed by Call Me Crafty Al. Now before I get into sharing the products that I used today and the cards that I made for this month's sheetload, I want to remind you that we do have a playlist in the description box that you will use to go and visit the creative team's videos and see their take on this month's sheetload. Now you may have noticed that I said creative team, so from this month moving forward we will no longer be called the collaboration team. Instead we are called the creative team. So you will be hearing Crafty Al and the other team members using those terms and not going back to the collaboration team. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Now, if you're not familiar with the sheetload of cards, let me just quickly go over this with you. So on the first of every month, Crafty Al brings out a template, and she designs this herself, and she shares with you the actual template and what the card will look like. She shares with you the supplies that you need, how many cards the template will yield, and for July, we will get 8 cards. She shares with you alternatives, so other ways that you can dress up the card and change it to make it your own. And then if you don't want to make the entire set of 8 cards, she gives you the dimensions to make just one single card. And if you are a channel member, you have a bonus this month. And so Crafty Al will be sending her channel members, certain channel members, the SVG file on this circle here, this partial cut circle. If you're not familiar with channel members, make sure you head over to Crafty Al's YouTube channel to find out more about it. On the second side, she shares with you all the cutting guides and dimensions that you need from your pattern paper all the way to your cardstock. And then she will show you ways on, saving paper and maybe using some other pieces for scraps. And for this month's sheetload, our card base will be a top fold. And this is a special edition because we are doing, this sheetload is 5x7 cards. Crafty Al met another milestone. She's reached 60 sheetloads. And because of that milestone, she wanted to make this this special edition, making 5x7 cards. So the papers that I used for today, it's called Funfetti by We Are Memory Keepers. Now I don't have much of it left. It did come with about 12 pieces of double-sided pattern paper. It came with a sheet of stickers and labels, and also other chipboard ephemera, which the other piece I actually used up. And you'll see some of those on the cards that I made today. Now I did something a little bit different. This sheetload calls for 2 12x12 pattern papers. And normally what I do is I usually pick 2 single-sided pieces of cardstock. So for this sheetload, I picked 2 pieces of pattern paper like it asks, but what I did is because it's double-sided, I just picked 1 piece of pattern paper that has, the double-sided, so I'll have 1 piece of pattern paper will represent 1 set of 4 cards, and then the other pattern paper will represent the other set of 4 cards. So typically what happens is when you create cards, for example, this pattern here, this is one of the patterns that I picked to use to create one of the set of 4 cards. And I'll show that in just a minute. And on the other side, you have the polka dots. Now, because this sheetload yields 8 cards, I can only get a set of 4 using 1 piece of double-sided pattern paper. Now, I did not use these that I'm showing you. I'm just showing you what I have left in my stash. So let's go ahead and let me show you what I created. So here is the first set of my cards, the first set of 4. And you can see here that I did use that partial circle. And I basically cut mine out from using my Cricut machine. And I just trimmed off about 3/4 of an inch off the bottom so that it'll lay on the card. So as I showed you before, I had one side with the star pattern paper, and then the flip side was those polka dots. And then again, I had these puffy stickers, and that's what I used to finish up these cards here. And then I just brought in a woodware stamp set that I had that had wishing you a happy birthday sentiment. And I just went ahead and used those. Now, as you can see here on the card base, you do have quite a bit of white if you're using white cardstock for your card base. I'm not a big fan of having a lot of white left over or white space on my cards, so I went ahead and I found some colored cardstock that matched the papers and laid that on the front of my card bases. And that's what I did with this set. My second set, as you can see, now I picked, again, different pieces, a different piece of pattern paper. I picked the pennants, and then on the flip side were these orange and yellow polka dots. Now here, for this set of cards, I eliminated the circle because I had these really cute chipboard sentiment stickers that I wanted to use. So instead of putting the circle on, I just laid my chipboard sentiments on there instead. So again, you can change this any way you want to make it your own, and that's what I did, is I just left that circle out when I created these 4 cards. And I did the same as my first set, where I found a piece of colored cardstock to cover the front of my card base. And there you have my set of the July 2024 Sheetload of Cards. I hope this has inspired you to give the Sheetload a try. And until my next video, friends, I hope your day is a crafty day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you all again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.